and set up for LeBron James to get another ring. I could be wrong. As far as the NBA goes, I believe that the NBA playoffs are rigged and set up for LeBron James to get another ring. I could be wrong. I don't know. This is just my early assessment. If he wins the NBA championship, I'm going to argue that the whole thing was rigged to give him another ring so that he could...
How is it rigged? The teams that the Lakers beat, yes, I'm biased. If you're watching this is my sports channel. I am a Los Angeles Lakers fan, and I respect LeBron James' game. I'm not saying that there's no validity to what he's saying 100%, because I believe certain things are rigged in sports. But this particularly, his statement that the whole playoffs is rigged just so LeBron James can win the NBA championship. The Lakers beat the teams that they were supposed to beat: the Trailblazers, the Rockets, and the Nuggets. They have Anthony Davis.
Remain the face of the NBA so he can keep a lid on the protesting. Let me say that again. I believe the Clippers' exit was a organized exit.
Hey, Mr. Umar Johnson, stick to allegedly scamming people. You know nothing about basketball. The Clippers lost because the Clippers didn't play well. And there was injuries, and the load management left the players without any continuity during the whole season. So you know nothing about basketball, sir. I don't want to hear anything about basketball or sports coming from you. You just focus on the school.
Rivers lost on purpose. Doc Rivers lost on purpose. And I'm looking at the poor play calling that I saw.
Why would he lose on purpose? What would be the point of Doc Rivers losing the game on purpose? What do the Clippers gain from losing the game on purpose? They would gain from winning. I'm repeating myself. I'm getting my Dr. Umar on.
Stretch of last night's game as well as game 2, and there were a couple key fouls that the refs totally ignored against the Lakers that should have took the Nuggets to the line. Don't get me wrong, they always cheat for superstars. But I believe that the NBA, in order to make sure that the NBA does not go down the road of black activism, I think they believe if they can make LeBron James champion, keep him as the face of the NBA as long as possible, LeBron James will pull a Barack Obama and keep NBA athletes from...
You're hotep babbling. LeBron James is not the king and the leader of athletes, because they were protesting when there was no NBA playing, sir. There were protests when the NBA wasn't playing during the 3.5, I want to say about 4 months, due to the whole COVID thing, sir.
Getting involved in protests. What the Milwaukee Bucks were about to do, the word out was that LeBron James did not appreciate them boycotting the playoffs. He's more concerned about his championship than black people. I don't care about his Brianna treats. Anybody can make a tweet, LeBron. I love you and I respect you, brother, but tweeting about how you're so upset about the Brianna trial when you had a chance to not even go back and play in the bubble if you really cared about...
Why would he not go? Why would the NBA players not go and play? Why would they not go and play? That wouldn't make sense. A lot of these guys live paycheck to paycheck. All the guys are not making the salary of LeBron James. A lot of these guys are living paycheck to paycheck. So, that's like telling every black person not to go to work to protest the injustice that's going on. That's basically what you're saying. Every black person, stop going to work. Let's protest. See, you just hold that babbling. It sounds real hot until you break it down. Like, how could every black person stop going to work? So we lose our apartments, our house, our cars, our kids don't eat, our kids don't have a roof over their head to protest the injustice that's going on. Wouldn't it make more sense to go to work, get the money, better ourselves, better our communities, use our money and use our sources to donate and to create opportunities? Wouldn't that make more sense to go to work and have money versus not go to work and protest to be poor and be broke, and we become the statistics of being unemployed? See, you're hotep babbling. You're hotep babbling. So with that being said, why are you still asking for donations? If that's the case, why don't you stop protesting and you stop going on the lecture circuit? Why don't you stop doing that and stop asking for money and stop writing books and stop doing what you're doing to create income to protest? You're the black conscious leader. Supposedly, that's what you said. The number one black scholar in this century. This is what you're saying. So why don't you practice what you preach?
Justice for Breonna, why did you report to the bubble? If you really cared about justice for Breonna, LeBron, why did you report to the bubble?
If you care about your black people, yes, I'm repeating myself. I'm getting my Dr. Umar on. Why are you still asking for money? Why are you still going on the lecture circuit and giving lectures and doing book signing deals? Why won't you take your own advice?
Hypocritical. Just like when they asked you why you didn't support the Milwaukee Bucks protests, you said you spoke with Barack Obama and Michael Jordan.
Just like you being a hypocrite, calling your own black race rats. You called your own black race rats. Rats and mices of America. You're a hypocrite.
You spoke with Barack Obama and Michael Jordan. You spoke with Barack Obama and Michael Jordan. Why would you be taking advice from two black men who have done nothing for black people? Why would you be taking political advice from two black men who have done nothing politically expedient for black people? Michael Jordan.
You asked people to give you Puffy and Jay-Z's phone number so you can ask them for donations, sir. You asked people to get Puffy's and Jay-Z's number so you can ask them for donations. Sir, I'm repeating myself on purpose. I'm getting my Dr. Umar on.
Has done nothing to aid black people. Barack Obama has done nothing to aid black people. And you go to them. You go to them and you ask them if you should keep playing. What did you expect them to say? What did you expect Barack Obama and Michael Jordan to say? Why did you what else did you expect them to say? You knew they would tell you to go back and play. LeBron James knew Michael Jordan and Barack Obama would tell him to keep on playing because they are owned by the white power structure. Barack Obama is property of the American white power structure, and Michael Jordan is property of the American white power structure. They were not going to tell LeBron to protest because they never protested. They wouldn't want a black athlete doing more for black people than they did. They wouldn't want a black athlete doing more for black people than they did. You understand? So LeBron James, that was a coward move. That was a weak text about Breonna, bro. You could have done much more than that. And then you started a foundation to fight against campaign harassment, voter discrimination. That was weak, bro. That was weak. And so
him starting a foundation, that was weak. What foundations have you started?
the NBA is going to pay LeBron. The NBA is going to pay LeBron James for keeping a lid on the protests. The NBA is going to reward LeBron James for not letting his fellow athletes get involved in the protest by giving him the NBA championship. Okay?
That makes absolutely no sense at all. They were protesting, the NFL players was protesting by taking a knee for Colin Kaepernick. LeBron James didn't win the championship. I believe, I forgot. I'm just getting my might not be getting my times right, but they were protesting before that. I think the Warriors had won it. The athletes had been protesting before all of this. There was athletes protesting Colin Kaepernick. I want to say 2017. They were protesting before and after, sir. They were protesting last season. The Raptors won, and the season before that, the Warriors won. What are you talking about? You make no sense. You're hotep babbling.
That's what I believe. That's what I believe. Okay? Now, that's just an early assessment. That's just an early assessment. That is not my final analysis. I want to underscore that because I have a perfect predictions record for political issues. I have a 100% perfect political predictions record. So this is not a political prediction. This is just an early hunch. This is just an early hunch. But the way it's looking with the Clippers being exited and the calls not going Denver's way, I really do think that
you just don't like LeBron James, brother. You just don't like LeBron James. You're hotep babbling. The Clippers stunk. Ain't no conspiracy why the Clippers lost. The Clippers stunk. They didn't play well. They missed open shots. Jamal Murray was on fire. They couldn't guard Jamal Murray. The Denver went against the Los Angeles Lakers. Los Angeles Lakers have the height. I've been talking about the Denver Nuggets all season. Go to my channel, watch my analysis of what I said about the Denver Nuggets. Jokic is a good player. He lacked athleticism. I said that since last year. The Nuggets are not going to win it. I said it. I said it last year. I said it this year. There's no conspiracy behind it. Jokic is a good player. He lacks athleticism to keep up with Anthony Davis. Umar Johnson stick to allegedly scamming people, doing tours and speaking engagement on the Chitlin circuit. Stick to that. You know nothing about basketball. It's your boy Nate. I'm out. Enough of this guy. No more coon babbling and hotep babbling. I'm out.